Hello everyone, this is John. Today I'm going to show you how to adjust the valves for a Firman H07552. It's a dual fuel, gasoline and propane. And here are the valves on this side. Let me show you this first. Alright, that's where this was on. I took it off. Now I can move this freely up and down. This was here. I disconnected the hose. The hose is right here. And I also pulled out the spark plug. This is what you need. 13, I don't know if you can see this. It's a 13/16 to remove the spark plugs. So you can look inside here. So if you look here, okay, so that's where the spark plug is. I'm gonna turn to see the piston going down. See, it's going down, coming up, going down again, coming up. All right, it needs to be in up position for you to be able to adjust this. However, if you see all the way up and this is loose, that's where you're at, where you need to do the adjusting. Now if you turn that again, another round, see, it's up, but now it's actually not possible to move them anymore. This is the wrong cycle. So it's a 2-cycle engine. One cycle it pushes the fuel in and then pressurize it, and then another cycle the fuel and the pressure explodes, pushes the piston down, then it comes back up to push out the exhaust. So when it's not moving like this, that means you're on the wrong cycle. But when you turn that again, so that it comes on the right cycle, and usually that's where it's up here, and you can see it right there, and you can adjust it of course with your hand to make sure it's right there where it's supposed to be, right there. Now you can see it's loose. That's where you need to adjust. All right, okay, so this is the instruction book. It says you call this number when you have problems. I called, I said, hey, how come I'm having oil drips from this generator? Is brand new and is coming from the air filter right here. And they asked me how many hours do you have on it. I said 270. So by 250 you should have already adjusted the valve, and that's true actually. Let's see, the oil was coming from here somewhere right there. If you look at the maintenance guides right there, on page 27, it says right here 250, check valve clearance. Okay, so we are a little bit over that, but it's okay, we can still do that. Now on the next page, actually 28 or 29, it actually tells you how much the clearance for the spark plugs is. I'm gonna do that later. And how much it is for the valves. The intake and exhaust are both the same, between 0.004 to 0.006 inches, or you could do it in millimeters too, both the same. So we're gonna take a feeler gauge and start doing that. Okay, this is a feeler gauge. I bought this on Amazon. It says thickness gauge, whatever. When you order this, there are different kind. You have to make sure you have the right sizes. So this one starts, well, for some reason starts with a thick one on the bottom and thick one on top, but you go with the second one. So the second one is 0.0015 inches, or you have it also in millimeter. The thickest is on the bottom 0.024, or actually the one right on the top, I guess they put two thick one on both sides just to, you know, keep it safe. 0.025. That's what you need for the valve adjustment. If it's anything, I think they had 3 choices. The other ones are not the right size. It won't help you. It's very important you get this right. Okay, again, what we're looking for right here is either intake or exhaust, both of them. We're gonna adjust both of them. It's gonna be 0.004 to 0.006 inches. So I eliminated everything else. This is what we have here: 0.004, 0.005, and 0.006. We can choose any of them. So first, before we do anything, let me just find out where we are at. This is 0.004. Yep. It's kind of loose. And then this one is 0.006. So let me try this one. It seems to be really loose here too, on both sides. So I'm guessing it's maybe 0.008 or 9, whatever. So it needs to be lesser. So I'm guessing when the engine works for so long, the distance gets more. So I have the choice between the top one 004 and the bottom one 006. I'm gonna go 004 just because it's opening up apparently, so it's gonna give me some play for later if it's working too long again. So this is aftermath of Hurricane Ida, and I've been working this thing for almost 15 days or so. That's why it's been working so hard. All right. Oh, before I go any further, first of all, I want to say I'm not licensed to do this, so I'm just teaching myself stuff. I'm not taking any responsibility for anything happen to your generator. When I called this number right here, they told me you need to go to Metairie, and they gave me a phone number just in case you're close by to Louisiana. So that's where you take it to for service, or they're gonna have probably something closer to you. All right, just want to let you know you're probably gonna lose your warranty if you did this yourself, but you know, I'm not gonna pay for these things. Anyways, we need 2 wrenches. One is 14, and then the other one is 10. All right, the 14 goes up here, and the 10 is gonna go right here. So basically we're gonna loosen, hold this one, and then loosen this one, and this is the one up here that actually tightens and gives us the desired measurement. This is just to keep it in place so it wouldn't get loose later. Okay, so I'm gonna pause this, and I'm gonna go ahead and open them up a little bit. Okay, as you can see, I already loosened them, so I can actually move them by hand now. And the one behind it is the one that we need to tighten to the desired measurement. Make sure, still I'm saying it again, make sure your piston is all the way up and it doesn't go any higher than this. Make sure it's on the right cycle. All right, if it has moved, you have to make sure it's back to the place, but we're gonna do it again, so at the end, just to make sure everything is right. All right, I'm gonna put that in, and I'm gonna hand tighten the one on the bottom right there. This is 004, by the way. Okay, still kind of a little bit loose, so I'm gonna hand tighten a little bit more. All right, much better. And then I go do the same thing here again. Sorry, it's hard to hold the camera and do this at the same time. Where is my helper? Okay. Got blurry for a second. There you go. There you go. Okay. Oh, it's too tight. Okay. Kind of too tight here as well. Alright. I think this is good. This is good. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten the nut and try it again. Okay, done. I'm not gonna lie to you, it took me about 5 or 6 tries on each one of them to get them the right way, but anyways, eventually I did it. So look, this is 0.004. That's what I wanted, the tightest one. And this thing, by the way, is still loose. It should not be tight right now. You know, and oh yeah, you make sure these are tight against one another. When you tighten one, the other one shouldn't be moving. Like the one on the bottom is the one that you actually adjusted, hand tightened, and then you hold it with this wrench, and then you tighten the big the nut on top of that with this wrench. So anyways, it's done. It goes in. This is 4. Oh, it's a little bit tight here. Let me see. Guess what? I have to redo this again. Alright. Okay, mission accomplished. So that was 4. Now I'm trying 5. Let's see if you can see this. Alright, this one is 5. It's barely going under, so we are good on 4, but 5 is kind of too tight. So this is 4, this is 4, everything good. 5, however, is kind of very tight. It still goes there, but very tight. All right. 5. So I've done what I want to do. So we are pretty much on 004. That's what I wanted. All right, we're done here. We're gonna close this up. So before closing, I need to make sure the gasket is in the right place, obviously. So I didn't want to take it off completely, but once you put the screw in here, the bolt is gonna be right. Also, I'm gonna clean up this oil in here as well, and then I'm gonna put it back in. All right, I put everything back in place. I'm doing this just to make sure the gasket sits in the right place. If you have to take out the gasket, put it in here first and then flash it against the engine. You can do that too, that's even better. Just want to let you know. Alright, so the 2 nuts that were on top of each other and the valves, those ones you have to make them real tight, because obviously there's going to be a lot of vibration for another 250 hours, and you don't want it to get loosened, because if one of them gets loosened, the other one is going to change the adjustment of the valve and going to have problems. But this one right here, you don't want to make it too tight. It has already a gasket on the bottom, so you make it tight but not too tight. It may actually damage either this or from inside the engine, and that's going to be a big problem. So next we're going to take care of our spark plugs.